Ex-Nigerian governors and deputy governors' pensions and allowances have continued to raise concern among Nigerians. At least 14 Nigerian senators currently serving in the government are receiving double pay as lawmakers and pensions as former state governors. Galaxy's Michael Enyang tells us more.
The breakdown of the annual basic salary of the Senate is 1.5 million naira monthly, about 72 million in 4 years, while that of the House of Representatives is 1.3 million naira monthly, about 62.4 million naira in 4 years, according to the former Senate President Ahmed Lawan. Out of 19 allowances assigned to the Senate President and his deputy, only 5 allowances were assigned a specific figure. The disclosed allowances include constituency allowance, about 250% of the basic annual salary, duty toll allowance, 50,000 naira per night, extra code, about $1,300 per night, recess, about 10% of the basic annual salary, and severance gratuity, about 300% of the basic annual salary. The Senate President gulf about 33.29 million naira, which includes annual 6.21 million for constituency allowance, annual 248,424.25 kobo for recess, and 7.45 million naira for severance gratuity, which is paid at the end of the tenure. Deputy Senate President cost the nation about 30.94 million naira, which includes an annual 5.77 million naira for constituency allowance, an annual 230,916.70 kobo for recess, and 6.93 million naira for severance gratuity. With this, the salaries of the 107 senators would cost 7,704 million naira. Speaking with Barrister Evans, he condemns double pay allowances for some lawmakers, describing them as unpatriotic.
The lawmakers that are earning double salary is an act of economic injustice to the larger populace, because these funds are drawn from the commonwealth of the people. I mean, if you look at the National Assembly as we speak, in the Ninth Assembly, we have over 21 governors who had served as governors in their state, and they are now members of the National Assembly. And they are collecting life pension from their states, and at the same time drawing salaries as members of the National Assembly. And that, for me, is wrong. The former governor of Ogun State, Otumba Gbenga Daniel, who wrote a letter to the current governor, Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, asking that his pension be stopped for the time being, now that he is representing his state as a senator in the National Assembly. The approach is cynical. It's cynical because he is a senator representing his constituency. Why not move it as a motion in the National Assembly?
With all that they are getting from the states and at the expense of the Nigerian nation and Nigerian people, they refuse to lift a finger to also make sacrifices. So Nigerians have always made sacrifice or been forced to make sacrifices, but the political elites don't believe that these sacrifices should extend to them. Rumor about Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission approving new pay structure for legislatures and appointed and elected public office holders. They denied it. But we all know in this country that there's no smoke without fire. There was something in the offing. There was a plan towards that. But when it came out and they saw the way Nigerians were reacting, they took a backseat. You understand? But it is still there.
On the board, a 7th senator in his presence in Abuja for a loan of 30,000 naira. This was a shock on the faces as a question of how did we get here racks our mind. From Michael Enyang, Galaxy TV News, Lagos.